Menu narration option is set to off.
It's Week 18 of the National
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
2nd and 6. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here.
That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at a playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. the teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. And now there's yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Nifty move. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down with Akers.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Akers again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at this Niner defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
The 1st down pass. Complete to Elijah Mitchell. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and so the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The Niners at 9-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 13-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the...
They got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell, 74 yards.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
A give running right is Akers.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp,
62 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. L.A. readies for its next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to air one out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things...
Touchdown! Charlie Woodard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up the blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Escaping the pressure right.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here's Campagnolo, the tight end.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 11.
Checks this one down, it's Mitchell.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And an entirely half remaining wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back to throw here. Short throw, it's Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
At the Niners' 23-yard line.
He's back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw.
They'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got him in, complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
Does he have the distance? He